Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. You know who we have not played in a while? A little bit of a robot run. Milt Thompson in chat says, hey, play the Gunslinger. Gunslinger! Young Slinger! No. I just want to play the robot. A nice solid character, great starting weapon, a risk-reward nature to the game. It's not even risk-reward. What's the reward playing the robot? You get no HP. It's entirely risk. But I accept a little bit of risk. Turn it down a little bit in my ears. Give me that risk robot playstyle, baby! We've had a couple of good runs recently in Gungeon, and I've been appreciating these warm-up runs recently. It's been a good way of mixing up my standard play, not necessarily playing so much Peglin, just taking a bit of a break from that game. Maybe we'll come back and we'll finish the Crucibles later on. But for right now, I'm having a good time. Having a great time. Beginning 2025 off right with Gungeon. Although no, that was last run. We started it off right with basically 9 out of 10 rare events happening simultaneously over the course of the run. The only exception being that I wasn't able to actually spend any of the money that I picked up. Damage. And we didn't get a Cormorant happen. And we didn't get like the rare weapon merge that is the Rubidyne A, Rubidyne B. I only regret that I have bonitis, and that I wasn't able to spend 800 coins on YV Shrine. I will take the drill. That's an easy first floor pick there. Should have maybe waited until we found the water room, because the rat will steal that, right? I think the rat will steal the coolant. Regardless, it is still probably better for us to have the drill anyways. Okay, there's one water barrel down, so gotta be a little bit careful now, because at any point, we could ruin our chances. Is it this room? It is not this room. You know what this room is? Great room to drill. Drilling's nice. Having access to free chests is always a good thing. It's always a good decision. The only negative, of course, is that you actually have to fight like 3 different waves for a red chest, something like that. No, 2. Oh, good. Grass Trooper. Not my favorite item to pick up here, but you know what? Sometimes you just don't have any option. You get what you get in Gungeon sometimes. Connie says Robot Rock. Milt Thompson says Robot is cool too. Milt Thompson, is the Gunslinger your favorite Enter the Gungeon character to play as? I can appreciate a good Gunslinger run, but sometimes the weapon synergies are not what I want, and sometimes they're too strong, and sometimes they're just not good. Some of the weapon synergies are actually worse than the normal weapons. All right. What a very strange looking floor layout. I think my favorite has to be, well, I mean, look, you know me by now. I've got 3 favorites. It's fine. I love me the robot for the right hand and the danger of the play. Try to keep that water barrel intact. I love a mother try. He lived! We got it! Nothing hit the barrel. We can go to the oubliette, folks. I love me the convict. I love the Molotov. I love that short-range shotgun. I love it all. And of course, finally, the Paradox. That's the name of the character. It's been a while. I don't remember the names of these characters, but the Paradox is fun too. All right, we have the drill. We have enough keys to access the bonus path through to the next floor. So I'm just gonna use this. Look, Grass Chopper ain't good. No one out there is saying Grass Chopper is their favorite weapon, but it's, you know, it's something. You know what it is? It's great gun munch material. Next time we find a gun muncher, this gun is going in. Whoa, easy buddy. Watch where you point that thing. You're gonna shoot someone's eye out. Does a robot have eyes? Does he bleed like a normal man? Bleeds oil. No pilot loves his ultimate noob. I'm not a fan of the pilot. I don't like the pilot, actually. I think that, you know, what's the best thing about the pilot? Oh, he's got the ability to sometimes open up chests. Okay, yeah, fine. You can hold 2 active items. Okay, yeah, so what? Fine. Pilot's like the weakest character. His gun sucks. He's slow to play. He's just like not the best at all. He hates the starting weapon of the pilot. I mean, here's the thing: the pilot's starting weapon is the worst one in the entire game. So yeah, that's a good reason not to necessarily like the character. I think really though. Let me put on my big brain hat for a minute here. I like the gameplay of the other characters more, right? I like the convict because there's a bit of a risk reward in getting up close and shooting people with the shotgun. Pre-stomach, thank you for the caca. Caca! That caw seemed really quiet. Is the game just really loud? What's the current volume set to? Volume is currently set to 7 in Windows. Okay, well, that's pretty good. I feel like the caw was very quiet, but regardless, thank you, Priest, for the resubscription, by the way. Yahoo! Yahoo! You like cigarettes on her. I like cigarettes on everybody. She doesn't start with cigarettes, does she? She starts with a Molotov. No, but I like the convict playstyle. I love the shotgun early, her starting pistol. Her starting pistol is actually one of the best in the games if you consider DPS, I think. What else? And I like the randomness. I like the randomness of the Paradox. It's been so long since I've talked about Gungeon, I forget what all the characters' names are. Paradox. I want to call her Eden, but she's not Eden. Eden is just what I have, you know, a ton of knowledge with, just because, you know, I played a lot of Isaac. I watch a lot of Isaac, you know what I mean? Virgo, welcome, salutations, indeed. Abe, do you have a Discord? Indeed, and thank you for the links, Connie. I gotta be on the Discord more. Take a drink, but this is my, you know, New Year's resolution 2025. Be on Discord more. LOL. Yeah, Isaac Brain. I love the tip-tap sound effect her bare feet do, says Kurgo. You know, I didn't even consider it, but you're absolutely right. You've got the clunk, 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 clunk of the robot. You've got the dodge roll sound. Clunk, clunk, clunk. You've got the pitter-patter of the convict feet. Top tier. You know what I miss? I miss the gold mod. The gold character skin for the robot, which existed back like well before Advanced Dungeons and Dragons or whatever it was, well before we had sliding over tables. Damn it. And I miss that. I miss that because I miss the cool gold robot. I wish that was just built into the game. I wish there were more character skins. There's a decent number of skins in Exit the Gungeon, but we don't really play that anymore, do we? I'm only one achievement away from maxing out the achievements in that game, apparently. I looked it up. The only achievement I have left is get 8 guns in one run, because you know, at some point, oh right, table tech shotgun. At some point they changed the whole mechanic of how that game works, and you actually have guns you can hold on to now. And I never really did play much of it after that point, did I? No, I didn't. Anywho, yes. I like the randomness of the paradox. I think Convict's my favorite. We've gone through this discussion before, though. I love the shotgun. I love the knockback from it. I love, you know, pushing enemies into the drink, watching them go bleh. Her damage output's real high. She's got a sick Molotov, which is good for doing damage. She's a fun character. And of course, the worst one is probably the Marine, because he just sucks. He doesn't do anything. He's the most boring character. He's got better reload speed and accuracy, and his charge weapons charge up 0.1 second faster than another character. Yeah, it doesn't freaking matter. It's still boring. It doesn't change the playstyle at all. I should really use this. Convict is a beast in Boss Rush, says Kurgo. Ah, yeah, it's a good point, because of the whole fact that you can actually use her double damage when she gets hit appropriately. Bosses don't have a damage cap in the Boss Rush mode. Hey, there we go, there's a gun. Not like that really comes up that often, and in Boss Rush, you probably don't want to be taking too much damage anyways. Because in Boss Rush, it's hard to get health. All right, let's fight you. We'll do it like so. Of course, all the talk about the grass chopper, it's an explosion, you know? That's the primary value I have with this weapon. It can break bullets. If you do it right. If you do it wrong, you're gonna have a bad time. If you do it right, you're loving life. Oh, a little too fast on the trigger on that one. Kirker says, Happy New Year, by the way. Happy Merry New Year, Miss Chris. Everybody. New Year, same Abe. Oh. Different games, sometimes, as we play more Enter the Gungeon. Oh, good. I already missed the last run, which was actually good and had synergies and etc, etc, etc. I guess we'll grab our armor piece. What great items. Insane. In the membrane. There you go. You can't say I wasted them. Merry Chris. Ah. I was not paying attention to that laser beam. Thank you, barrel. All right, goodbye, old crest. You were a good... What the hell happened? Oh, we got this weird-ass Guanstone thing. You were good temporarily. And then I immediately lost you, but I guess we just won't go to the RNG department today. Just a bad dodge. You know what it is? I should be using Hexagon as my alternate weapon and not the explosion pistol thing, the grass chopper. It's not good enough. It's got too long of a reload. I need something that can actually kill enemies in 1 or 2 shots. That's this gun. bit of a whiff, but that's okay. Hey, if anything, it just takes off like another... Just takes off, I wish I had the smoke bomb from earlier. Just takes off like another, you know, 10 minutes of the run. Well, if we want to spice things up a bit, that's how we would do it. Must flow. Oh, it will flow. I'm just wondering if we can find a way of stealing, it would be better. Wow, we found it very early on the floor too. Because we wouldn't get cursed and we would have more time to stack up the spice. What I love about it though, is that she can't take your health as the robot. We got a bundle of wands, which is, I wish it's synergy with the hexagon, but it ain't. Makes me feel a little bit better about using the hexagon as a room clearer though, because a bundle of wands is a better boss clearer. But yeah, if we can find a way of stealing, we won't get the curse. Honestly though, I think I'm just gonna buy it early. Because thinking about it, we could wait, which could save us 2.5 curse from buying the item. But if we do that, we will lose out on the extra drop chances for spice. So I went for the drop chances for spice. I had a plan earlier. I changed my mind. Pray I don't change it further. Gotta also remember that the thing about the shot grub is that it's very good and efficient, but it's slow at killing things. That's why I took damage in that earlier room. I was trying to use the shot grub and the pistol and the grass chopper, and it's a little slow. I knew I had the firepower, but enemies weren't dying as quickly as I would have liked. So this is gonna be an interesting run. With a little bit of luck, we will find 50,000 spice. Nutmeg, cinnamon, and cloves is Milt Thompson. What are you making, a mulled wine? Wine. Could be more mimics as well. Should be careful, since we are getting cursed. Just run around. They die fast enough. They all die. Bit of a rough assortment of enemies on that one. Jesus. Ooh, payday mask. I like it. Now, we probably won't get enough money for the rat key either, so there's another thing that we're probably not gonna be doing on the run. So 2 bonus floors down. How many are left? 2 more? 2 more bonus floors to go? RNG department, and we've already done the oubliettes. There you go. Honestly though, this is like my ideal numbers and order of bonus floors to go to. Abbey can be very difficult, especially if you're not used to the old king. I'm loving the idea of spice damage with this thing. The rat fight can be annoying. I know a lot of people can't do that punch out phase. We're not gonna buy it, we'll buy the ammo belt. And I just don't like RNG department because it's the same every single time. So my ideal bonus floor is honestly just oubliette. Easy floor, easy boss, lots of opportunity for money, bonus keys, bonus chests, bonus items, etc. Milt Thompson says, Polish people will mull any booze they want, usually in the microwave. I'll mull it in my hand. Mull over it while I drink it. Can you mull like a beer? I mean, what is mulling? Is it just the process of adding random spices to it? I guess you can mull anything. You can fry anything. Can you fry a beer? Kirko says, when I got my new PC, I went to reinstall Steam games. Among them Gungeon. When I booted it up, I thought something was off. Checked the settings until I realized I'm not used to turbo mode. Ah. So when you reinstalled the game, it didn't, like it kept your save file because it's in the cloud, but it didn't turn on turbo mode? Or did you start like a new save file from the beginning? Donk, 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 donk. I don't even need the key. It's just more of a principle. That took me a lot of adjustment as well. Last time I did a save file, having to get used to the whole slowness factor. I did after a while. But you really do get used to the speed of the game, don't ya? Thank you. Can't tell it's been too long. I would be able to tell, like immediately, that turbo mode was off, just because I'm so used to it. I would say like, at this point, 90% of my time in Gungeon has been turbo mode on. That might not literally be true, but it feels it. But like, on the last run that we played, we started with the Shotgun Cola, and I knew from the beginning that I had a speed upgrade. Because it just felt too fast. Even right now, I'm like, I have a speed upgrade somewhere. Maybe not. I feel like I have a speed upgrade. I feel fast. Is this really the normal speed? I know I just said I would notice, but I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, I feel fast. Battery bullets is an accuracy upgrade. It's not a speed upgrade. I feel fast. But maybe my brain is just operating on 120 cylinders today. It's not how the phrase goes, but you know, whatever. I don't know cars. How many cylinders do they have? I don't know, probably a lot of different tubes in there. It's probably a lot. Maybe I just got a good night's sleep last night and I'm feeling good today. This is your brain on Adderall. No, I think maybe this is just your brain on a melatonin-induced deep sleep. Had a pretty decent night's sleep last night, I think. Especially after the past few days, I've had a little bit of rough sleep. I think I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling all right, all right, all right, all right. You really should, you know, make a wall back here so I can't just shoot his face. Pretty easy gun game when I can just shoot his face directly. It's just firing on all cylinders. Yeah, but I also wanted to. In my brain, it's like, okay, yeah, it could be firing on all cylinders, but that's not really the point I'm trying to get across. Is more of like a turning it up to 11. So I'm like, okay, running on 11 cylinders? No, that doesn't make any sense. It's got to at least be an even number. So in my head, I'm like, I don't know, just say 12 because it's one more, but that's not enough. So I increased it in my head to 120 cylinders. That's the thought process that went on in my head. Mixing up my turns of phrase and then also putting my own little spin on it. That's how we get to 120. There you go. A peek into Abe's brain right there. Kurgo says, sometimes I encounter a room and I say, I don't think I've ever seen this layout before. Anyone relate? Nope. Pretty sure I've seen every encounter in this game like 100 times. Sorry, 120 times. What hit me? It was probably a jammed rat. I don't like the slowed enemy bullets when I get hit. I do love the spice, but I can't afford it. There's no way of stealing on the floor. How disappointing. Let's go fight the boss. Maybe some layouts are rarer, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's a rarity thing. I think what it might be is a, like depending on how the level generation works, it might be inherently more rare if there's not a lot of room for it on the map sometimes. Like maybe that's what's going on. We do not have the damage for this yet. Go back to the grass chopper. And at least burn through the ass. Does so little damage. Why is my damage so poor all of a sudden? What happened? Ultimate Noob says, I'm at the point now that sometimes I can tell when an enemy doesn't normally spawn in a room. That's the thing, is that maybe that's what you're thinking of, because some enemy spawns don't happen all the time. Sometimes an enemy spawn is random. It may or may not happen. Sometimes it's rare, sometimes it's common, sometimes it's guaranteed. So maybe you just have like a different permutation on the room that is throwing you off. Man, I wish I could buy that, but instead I will actually just do this. You can make money. That's real funny. I'm thinking, is there a way that I can cheese this for infinite money? I think the answer is no. That would be fun though. That'd be fun. It's like, okay, what if I drop this? Give me 10 coins. Pay 10 coins, reduce your curse. Well, whatever. Like, I don't think I can get 126 coins by manipulating the curse, unfortunately. Let's just get the heck out of here, shall we? We've done the whole floor. How much of the target shooting game is aiming and how much of it is you have memorized? Says the Nor. So, the target shooting game, most of the time, it's just, you just do it, you don't have to memorize anything. Like, there's not much to memorize. Like on that one that we just did, you can just see all the skulls. You just wait a second and then you just shoot the skulls. You know, it's not hard. A couple of them have patterns that I use just because I like breaking some of the green squares, so I use them as like a bounce to hit one skull. Like, imagine this huge hole in the middle is a green square. I'll bounce a shot off of it to hit a skull, and then I'll be able to shoot through it to hit another one behind it. But other than that, like, there's not a lot of memorization going on. Most of it is just, you know, done in the moment. It's calculated live. Just like the real thing. Is this even a good synergy? Because it loses poison. I feel like I'd rather have the poison. It also loses the accuracy bonus that we've picked up because this thing always fires in the same spread. So the more I think about it, the more I think that actually this synergy is garbage with the shock rub. I could sell it, but it is giving me a rate of fire increase. Oh, that's why the rate of fire is so good with the shock rub. We got the rate of fire increase from the other thing. The other thing being the jammed thing. I think the ricocheting curved shots home in a little bit from the shock rub synergy, but it's still not that good. He's got a gun! He's coming right for me! Shoot him! Kill him! Now that's a shotgun. Probably better, except the knockback is a little too high. Actually, maybe it's a little bit worse than the shock rub. He's taking its sweet time killing things. I don't know, maybe shock rub's fine. You know what, I'm okay, I understand the value of the shock rub synergy now. It's a benefit that it lowers its accuracy because now you don't have to aim, right? That's the whole deal? That's the whole deal, Holyfield? He's got a gun. We all got guns, says Kurgo. Well then kill them all! Let the Gungeon gods sort them out. He's got a gun! Shoot him. He's got another gun! They're getting poisoned, but there was a green slime in there, I think. No. I'm enjoying having my little garbage buddies around. I wish that we could have picked up the loot bag, though. Surprising seeing that one in the shop, but I guess we did buy the drill from the shop, and you have to unlock them by stealing them from the shop, so I suppose it's not that uncommon, is it? Is there a chicken in that room? Oh, now we're talking. Oh, I don't have a gun. Now I've got a goddamn crown. Ho, ho, ho. Now we're talking. With 2 different accuracy upgrades. Oh. Spam to win, not spin to win. Oh, come on. I can't afford it. On this floor, I can't afford the spice. I can also afford this and this. We gotta find the cell creep first, so it might be down here in the corner. Hail to the king, baby! It should be, you know, quotes playing every time you pick up a gun in this game. AK shotgun synergy, a little, but I'll take it. Cell creep must be after the boss fights. We'll have to fight the boss first. Oh, these guys are going down. It's not gonna take too much time to murder double quadruple statues. And there's spice! You don't say, game. You don't say. And double jump boots. Time to forget I have those at all moments. Okay. Easy reload bullets, gone. Antibody, gone. Double take shotgun, gone. All right, we picked up the ballot before the boss fight. That makes sense. Grass chopper. Any munchers? No. Might save it for munchers. What we do not need is mailbox. What we do not need is fight saber, grass chopper. That's our not duct tape. That's our sacrifice. Sell this. Grab the old spice. Pop some spice. Yum, yum, yum. Kurgo says, is it just me or is the High Priest the rarest of the floor 4 encounters? You are correct, Kurgo. I do not have a hard evidence to back it up, but I think the High Priest is the most rarest 4th floor boss fight. And I believe I understand why. Although I'm not entirely certain if this is the reason why, but kill pillars. You can enter this boss fight from the left, the top, the bottom, and the right. Wallmonger, you can enter that boss fight from the left or the right. You cannot enter it from the top or the bottom. And for the High Priest, you can only enter the boss fight from the bottom. So I have to wonder if that fact means that this is a little bit more rare to enter the boss fight from the bottom and have it be the High Priest. Now, I don't know how the game actually handles determining, the boss fight generation, but that's my assumption. Because you fight kill pillars a lot, you fight the wallmonger a lot, you don't fight the High Priest that often. And that is, that's just my own personal observation after, 2,000 hours. He seems to be a rare fight. We done? We are done. Should we go to RNG department? Try to suck up more spice? I'm down. Time to reverse engineer decades old code. You don't even have to reverse engineer it. It's all in plain text. Well, it's not in plain text, but it's all just in the DLLs for the game. The Gungeon development team did not obfuscate their code. It's all there if you want to look at it. The hard part is just trying to find out, what the hell does this code do? What the hell does this code do? What do they do? What kind of garbage code is this? That's the hard part. Now, a negative to the spice. We will be lowering our accuracy as we go. Breaker table. Why a snake in that room? It's always a snake. God, this burns through the ammo so fast. We will be lowering our accuracy as we continue to pick up spice, which is kind of not what I want with the Crown of Guns. I would prefer it to have better accuracy. You might be able to luck into a remote bullet synergy so that we could actually get perfect accuracy. We would obliterate enemies. Unfortunately, I don't think that would really accomplish that much, especially for boss fights. We would be hitting the damage cap pretty quickly anyways with the amount of damage we're doing, so. It's more of just, another way to point, click, and kill enemies. Just erase them. Normal enemies. What do we got? Even the... Oh, that's what I should be doing. Dodge roll into it. Ah, but there's the problem. The problem is my shotgunner is stealing my dodge roll bonus, so I have to time it so that I dodge roll and then shoot my gun before he has a chance of shooting his gun. That's gonna be a little difficult to do sometimes. Fair enough. Don't diss the snake, he's a solid enemy, says Disposable. Woo! Brr, 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 brr. I get it. You made it funny. You made what I would say is actually a funny pun. Unlike Peglin with its ball, 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 orb, 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 ball, orb, ball, orb. Freaking nonsense. Lol, let's shove the word ball in everything. That's funny, right? That's humor. Everyone loves balls. I mean, actually. I need a better gun. I sold a lot of my better weapons, unfortunately. I guess the perfect accuracy of the AK combined with the bonus damage from the spice actually turns it into a pretty lethal killer. I'd love to get homing shots, better accuracy upgrades though. We can make the crown of guns a little bit better. Don't forget sphere. That's just another word for ball. Which is also just another word for orb. It's too many balls, man. All right, this is why I've been holding this grass chopper for so damn long. Old man Hands, welcome. You look like someone that clears the rat every run. Well, not this run. I didn't have the money. I could have had the money, but I'm not gonna not buy spice when it shows up. I don't have a streak. I'm not trying to do a zero death save file. I've already done it. I'm here to eat all the spice and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Do they make spicy bubblegum, like nutmeg gun or something? You a mimic? My drill is not actually working on you. I thought the game was bugged for a second. What's the best gun that we've got? I don't know, probably shotgun. Thank you. Platinum bullets. That's gonna really improve the damage of our weapons very, very shortly. I guess cinnamon. Yeah, that's a good point. They do make cinnamon gum, which is actually awful. So, I guess I wouldn't like a nutmeg gum. I don't know, nutmeg's a nice, solid flavor that's not too spicy. They do make like hot gum. I don't like hot gum either. Also, I haven't eaten gum in like, I don't know, a million years. Does anyone buy gum anymore? That's gotta be a hard job, marketing gum these days. Like, you're probably chewing like 50 cents worth of gum in this economy every time you pull out one stick. Are you a mimic? I mean, they're all mimics at this point. Oh, I'll take it. I'm not going to use it, but I will take it, and it's a good gun muncher for the future, in case we get one. We don't have any value from Curse, unfortunately. I would love to pick up the coolness Curse item, which I forget what it is and what it's called, but you know the one I'm talking about. I will buy items from Cursula at this point. Like, we're already, you know, we've thrown our life away to get this this spice. Well, mutation's gonna do a lot of damage, not like we're gonna need it for the boss fight. No, 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 no. Okay, shop's intact, somehow. Really thought that the boss would have aggroed. 6th chamber, yeah, that's the one. I choose xylitol gum like it's a stress toy is disposable. Finished gun is mega OP, right? Finished gun is the final shot completely deflects all enemy bullets. So you can basically be permanently immune to damage from bosses. I don't like it because it's way too common because of a bug in the code that prevents it from not spawning from brown chest after you pick it up. Because you technically don't pick up the unfinished gun, which turns into the finished gun. So you find it from brown chests all the time. It's a minor bug, but it's one that makes this gun like 50 times as common as it should be. And so I don't like it, because yeah, you can probably get this gun like every 4th run otherwise. I take it and I either drop it or I sell it when possible. Speaking of taking. Can't really buy anything else, so it's lots of little bugs like that in the Gungeon, unfortunately. That's okay. We'll live, we'll learn, we'll fight. Are you one-shotting everything yet? No, but we're gonna do a lot of damage to the boss with this glass cannon dodge roll. Was that Grim Reaper? I think you already know who he is. It sounds like. Hold on, I got a message. All right. Man, our damage is so low. Why is our damage so low? Like, it's not actually, like, that bad, but I have had runs with Glass Cannon that have two-shot the dragon, and they haven't had as many damage upgrades as this, so I am a little confused. Still fine, but, you know, only 6-shot the dragon. Well, why is my damage so low? Yeah, I know. Whine some more about it, why don't you? Don't you know? I can't afford it. Let's take it. Meow. Meow. Hold on, I gotta look at chat for a second. Did I miss the ending, and is this the end of the Alien series, says Potok. You did miss the end of Aliens Dark Descent. We finished Aliens. Now is the time for our discontent as we play, I was playing some XCOM Chimera Squad yesterday. So far, so good. Very jank, but, you know, gives it some charm. Right, we can't fly, we didn't fight the rat. Can't freaking fly. I will always make that mistake. Honestly, that's just one of the best reasons to fight the rat. You get the ability to walk over pits and half fly. It's a very convenient and good buff to get. The accuracy up worked on this gun, but that's okay. kind of a lot of bullets on the screen. I'm assuming we'll kill the last remaining enemy eventually. All right, maybe not. You kill the aliens and now you use them. Yeah, pretty much. Wait, are you is that a friend who's actually spawning a big blue dog that tried to kill me? Or did he spawn a friendly blue dog who just so happened to shoot in my general direction? Either way, I'm not entirely happy with how that turned out. Yeah, I'll take more spice. I'm so glad that I'm playing the robot on a spice run, because the spice doesn't take your health like it does on a normal run. It's one of the reasons why I felt comfortable doing this, because, you know, we actually have HP. Are there any bugs in Gungeon that make the game harder? I mean, I guess by definition, a lot of bugs in the game make it harder because it adds some unexpectedness to things. There are negative bugs in the game, things that just make it slightly worse unintentionally. For instance, when you have helix bullets, it does not work with shotguns. It does not double the amount of pellets you shoot. It only adds 1 to the number of pellets that get fired, but it substantially lowers your total damage output. So there's a bug that makes the game harder, I suppose, because it's bad if you're using a shotgun type weapon. It doesn't work correctly. No, scatter shot doesn't work with the charge version of composite gun. That might also be helix bullets though, I forget. So like there's bugs like that. Yes, you know, that's a very good point. There is the bug that makes the rat fight invisible. I would say that makes the game harder. Yeah, I would say that probably makes the game a little bit harder, at least. You know, let's use a meat gun. Now, that's a lot of damage. I don't know what happened. Full health, more spice. Nah, I think I'm just gonna, you know, take the dub on this one. Yeah, so there's a lot of bugs. Now this is like the damage I was expecting from the dragon fight. 3-shot each phase of the Lich. There's a bug where when you dodge roll over a table, you lose the iframes from your dodge roll. So if you dodge and then you exit your table dodge roll over an enemy bullet, you'll get hit by it immediately. I do consider that a bug. You might disagree, but I think it's annoying when it happens. There's a bug where there's one in particular that I remember. I just can't remember what it is, but there's one bug that I always bring up whenever it happens, because I'm like, wow, this sucks. That's good. A good point, Sour Lemonade. Yes, you can soft lock the game if you teleport out of the Lich fight. Teleport out of the third phase and teleport back in, he gets stuck, you can kill him for free. You can also completely ruin your game by teleporting out and then not being able to teleport back in. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, there's definitely bugs that make the game harder. A lot of the bugs do. Oh, the one that I was thinking of doesn't actually make the game harder. It makes the game easier, but only in turbo mode. Certain enemies, and you know, I can actually, before I do my outro here, I can go to the Ammonomicon and tell you which enemies. Certain enemies like the gun bullet mage guy, necromancer summoner guy, this guy, Gummy, and the Fake Gungeoneer, which is this guy, the gun cultist. In turbo mode, they fire more slowly than intended, except when you slow them with a freezing status effect and then they thaw, they will fire at the normal rate that they should be firing at. So when you play in normal mode, Gun Cultist and Gummy will be firing a lot faster. They'll be shoot, 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 shoot. But in turbo mode, it's like a third of the speed. Shoot, shoot, shoot. But then when they get slowed and then they thaw, the game calculates their speed correctly and then they start shooting at a faster rate. So those two enemies are easier, I would say, because of that bug in turbo mode. I don't know if that happens to any other enemies. Those are just the two that always show up, and the ones that I remember. But yeah, so there's some bugs that make it easier, some that make it harder. In some situations, I guess you could say that this makes it harder because when they start firing more quickly, you're caught off guard by it. But if you just remember that bug exists, it's not that bad. Yeah. In any case, that was a pretty fun run. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Enter the Gungeon.